I know we usually do it with that neon sign above my head, which I frankly love. But today's an important day. Today I verified where we are all going to be sending our checks to the Fresno Food Bank. If you don't know what this is, June 1st of 2021, we had a challenge on this channel. I wanted to have a crazy goal of helping you, all of you out there in YouTube world, close 500 properties. And in a 10 short months, we got there, or I should say, you got there. So that's why I went ahead and dyed my hair purple. And now we are going to be sending a check to a food bank. We're going to mail it on March 31st because I want to see how many of you want to be a part of this with me. So again, as promised, I will be sending, or I should say, in fairness, Olivia and I will be sending $5,000. But let's get into it. There's two ways that you could be a part of this if you so choose. Again, $5, $10, totally cool. Food insecurity is no joke. I fear it will only get worse. So if you want to be a part of this, here's how you could do it. If you want to mail a check yourself, make the check out to Central California Food Bank. Please put attention Denise Ocanto. The address is 4010 East Amendola Drive, Fresno, California, 93725. That is one way you could do it. If you are going to send a check on your own, totally cool. Do me a favor, in the description or the notes or whatever you call that, put ORAAT so Denise knows that it came from this channel. My hope is that we collectively contribute over $10,000, which I actually think there is a good chance that we do that. We'll get to that in 1 minute. If you would rather be a part of that big check that Olivia and I will send off, you could send me the money either via PayPal or check. Tell me how much, and I will trust you. So again, two ways to do it. Send a check yourself, or we will work out a way to get me the money and I will add on top of it. In 24, maybe 36 hours, here are the commitments that we already have. Dion from Dion Talk has already sent in some money. A friend that I've known for 20 years named Kevin has sent me some money. Shout out, Kevin. Lumberjack has committed to probably the largest donation. I'm sure that will be coming. Matt, the mortgage guy, has signed up, as well as Stephen Dow. I have no doubt that Ty and Adrian and Omar will contribute as well. But until I get verification from that, I don't want to put them on blast. But again, my hope is we exceed $10,000. Maybe we'll get to $15,000 because all of you are so awesome. Again, two ways to contribute. I was going to walk to the other room to do the rest of this, but let's just do it here. We also have 4 more people. We are now over 530 people. Let's congratulate Genevieve, Mark, Joey, and Haley. Congratulations, folks. Your cards will go out in the mail today. So the daily financial news, lots of stuff going on. First and foremost, just like the last 2 months, I have gone down and broken the math for rent. CPI has been underreported because of the way they calculate rent. Rent is a lagging indicator inside their reports. So I went ahead and backed out their 4.3, included the more accurate 14.9. And drum roll, please. Actual CPI. This hurts to say. This does not feel good to say. Is 11.2% with that one adjustment. Jerome Powell raised by 50 basis points, you chicken, blah, blah, blah. Let's see what he does. I got lots of stuff today. We got Oracle earnings came out yesterday. They met on revenue. They missed on the bottom line. The reason they missed is interesting. They actually had a decline, think mark to market, for investments in some other companies. What other tech companies will suffer mark to market and have to take a loss? Janet Yellen Janet Yellen in the news again, saying that Americans, frankly, the world, is going to see another year of uncomfortably high inflation. But don't worry, there is no recession. Man, crazy. One of the things we must do, and again, it's my biggest fear that I've shared with you over the last 10 days, is food and food situations. I know what that's like. I know what it's just, it's something that we are all going to have to watch out for, especially in emerging markets. It is estimated that Russian companies, Russian government owes about, it depends on what report you have, 120 billion or 200 billion. Near as I can tell, it's 120 billion in government bonds and 80 billion in Russian companies. All totaled, roughly speaking, $200 billion in US dollar denominated debt. I have news for you folks. They're not cutting that check. There is $200 billion in losses that we will start to see at the end of March. Lots of financial companies are scrambling right now, trying to, frankly, I was going to say hide, but that's not fair. Reduce the exposure from these losses, because those losses are already real, and now they're trying to mute them so they don't get a run on the bank, if you will. JP Morgan now is shutting down operations in Russia. PIMCO has been identified as one of the large owners of Russian debt. It is estimated that PIMCO has at least $1 billion exposure. Folks, as I just said earlier, there's somebody out there that didn't lose $1 billion. It's going to be not, what is that? Is that 10 figures? No, that's, what is that? 9. Geez, that's a big number. 7, 8. Yeah, 10 figures. Somebody's going to lose 11 figures. I'm talking 10, 15, 20 billion dollars. It's out there, and we're going to be all shocked when it happens, but we'll see it in the next 2 to 3 weeks. Chinese tech stocks getting hammered again. I've been on this soapbox for 6 months. I don't know who the heck would invest. That includes Charlie Munger. Charlie Munger has been a buy the dip person in Alibaba. I don't get it. Not only do you have Chinese risk, but now you have U.S. risks of delisting. I talk about uninvestable. Ugh, crazy. Rivavan, one of these EV companies, had a wonderful quarter. Just kidding. They lost $2 billion and they cut production targets, kind of like all these new EV players. I guess Tesla made it look easy. I got to tell you, being a new car brand, not easy to do. There's a reason that there's only one Tesla, and there's Ford and GM and all these others. It's hard to do. What else do we have? Get ready. Politics never let a crisis go. You are going to start to hear over and over and over again that inflation is Putin's fault. I don't want to get into a political argument, but that's what we're going to hear. It's all Putin's problem. The reason gas is high is Putin. The reason food is high is Putin. The reason rent's high is Putin. Don't believe it. It was high before. It may have gotten higher because of Putin. That is fair. But that is not what we are going to hear. So get ready for the media to spin a story, and I hope you don't fall for it. Got some news about the real estate market? Do you want to say hi? You just keep whining. Sorry, folks. Sonny right here keeps following me around. You may have heard him squeak. He just wanted to say hi. Let me put him by my feet. Good boy. So I did some research on homes, single-family homes, real estate that you and I look at every day in the one rental at a time community. 52% of listings went over asking. That is a record. That is up from 40.2% 1 year ago. This is the blow-off top. This is the rush of owner occupants coming in, just like I told you it was going to happen. This is probably going to last till about May 1st, May 15th. Everybody who thought they missed the bottom on rates wants a home now. This is the last rush, and these numbers kind of support that. 5,897 homes. I'll say that one more time. 5,897 homes went for 100K over list price. How bonkers is that? Just so we have comparison, I didn't write it down. Oh well. LA County had the most homes with 100K over asking, 718. 718 homes in LA County went for 100K over asking in the last 30 days. Just for comparison, that is up from 273 homes a year ago. Again, blow off top. Honey, we missed the bottom on rates. Let's go buy something. I don't care. Buy, buy, buy. Typically speaking, that's going to lead to buyer's remorse, but there you go. For all of you calling for hyperinflation, all of you talking about even 11.2 in the US being hyperinflation, you're wrong. That is not hyperinflation. You want hyperinflation? Here you go. In Russia, in 1 week, the cost of TVs, cars, and appliances up 17%. 1 week. That's hyperinflation. That is a collective 884% when you annualize it. Yes, that is hyperinflation. Food, vegetables, and fruit up 7% in 1 week. Folks, that is 350%. That is hyperinflation. We're not talking 11.2% in a year. We are talking 7% on vegetable and fruit. That is hyperinflation. Goldman Sachs now sees the chance of a U.S. recession at 35%, call it 1 in 3, but a European recession greater than 50%. A couple of earnings that came out this morning that I got. DocuSign beat top and bottom, but gave weak guidance. Expect their stock to be down today. Zumiez, it's a streetwear clothing. They missed top and bottom and gave weak guidance. I think the U.S. consumer is really going to struggle. And then finally, U.S. consumer sentiment came out this morning at 7 o'clock Pacific. It is dropped to the lowest since 2011. 2011. If you don't remember 2011, that was bad. That was very, very bad. All right, I pick you up. So again, 2011, not good. And probably the scariest thing for the Fed is consumers now expect inflation of 5.4% going forward. That is a problem. When the consumer expects inflation, they change behavior. There are folks right now changing vacation plans, this kind of is the worst case scenario for the Fed. And sadly, probably the saddest thing I read today. Where's the number? 54% of people surveyed expect their finances to be worse off in 1 year. That's not good to say. So again, folks, if you're part of One Rental at a Time, done several videos here recently on what to do when a recession is coming. Again, take care of your home, take care of your work, get ready to do the work, look for great deals. It's always a great day to do great deals. You're going to get opportunities. Lots of Americans are overextended. Lots of people who bought toys because it was a great time. Think about crypto and meme stocks and all easy money. David Portnoy saying Warren Buffett's old news. Don't believe it. Recessions are opportunities. Again, there's that saying that, the difference between a depression and a recession. A depression is if you lose your job. A recession is if your neighbor loses your job. I suspect unemployment at 3.8% could rise to 7, 8, 9. Flip the script, that's still 93, 92, 91% employed. There will be plenty of opportunities. Keep doing the work. This is not the time to put your head in the sand. It's to be purposeful, to do the work, understand average, good, great. And again, one more time, you guys did this starting back on June 1st. We exceeded 500 deals in 10 months. We're giving a donation to the Central California Food Bank. Attention Denise Ocanto, 4010 East Amendola Drive, Fresno, California, 93725. You have two ways to donate. You can mail your check. If you do, put ORAAT in the notes field so Denise knows it came from us. I'm asking Denise to accumulate all the checks and funds that came in so I can report back to you. Or if you want to be part of the big check, the Uber check, you can figure out a way to send me the money. I will collect it all and send off. And lastly, Dion, you're already in. Kevin, you're already in. Lumberjack's committed. Matt's committed. Steven. Let's see who else joins. If you want to join, reach out, comment, leave notes. If you're sending a check yourself, tell me how much. Let's see if we can exceed $10,000. Have a great day.